I'm staying one night, very briefly here in North Carolina. Finally can leave the state. That's the privilege you get not being on probation. I can leave the state. Like every time I was thinking I could leave the state, I was really thinking, is there something holding me back? And there's nothing holding me back. So I'm here for one night with a family friend, and there's a freaking tub here, and I'm about to fill this shit up, burn that water up, and get clean. I mean, I don't think I would fucking do it on fucking camera, even if I'm fucking clothed, because people are fucking sensitive on the internet nowadays. So I'm here chilling, right? And I wanted to tell y'all, I'm waiting for some people to come in so I can tell a story. Where's everybody at? So everything's been going good with me. So I could actually see my Janksta shirt since there's a double mirror. That's what it looks like on camera, because to me it's inverted. And it's actually straight right here. It's funny. So, a vet, angry vet. So the guy was at the store. The guy was asking, are they giving out anything for Veterans Day? And this guy must have had post-traumatic stress disorder as a vet, right, on Veterans Day. And like I said, he was at the store, and he randomly came out of nowhere. I'm checking out. And he engaged a conversation with me in line because he was asking at the place I was at, are they giving anything free for vets? And then I realized what he was doing. He wasn't even wanting anything. He was going around seeing who was giving stuff away for vets just to see who was doing it. And then he gave one of the ladies, he mentioned in line about, oh, I fought for this country. He gave the I fought for this country thing of people dying and being raped and killed in other countries, basically. So it's an angry vet. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Everything's going good for me. I'm about to jump in this tub and shit. Clothes. Hell, I'll get this motherfucker clothes and shit, but I'm about to run this water and get fucking clean. This fucking vacation shit. You know what I mean? Pretty much where I'm at, man. I'm in Elizabeth City. Isn't Dutton's from North Carolina, right? The one dude that comes in here, Dutton's. Y'all check out Dutton's Gaming. Motherfucker needs subs and shit. Hard to get subs on fucking YouTube. Actually, it's really not hard. People just don't put no effort into doing something creative. That's all it's fucking in this world. I could get far on YouTube. I could start a new channel and actually do it perfectly and talk like this perfect fucking, like a complete perfect showcase. If you put up a perfect showcase on YouTube, you're going to get 10,000 subscribers regardless of what the fuck it is. So that's a fucking bad thing. Gaming, they slowed that shit down a lot. So I'm here to fill up the tub. And I might roll a blunt and just hop in this shit. Closed. Elizabeth City. For a little mini vacation and shit. I got a tub. I got unlimited water. I got unlimited food right now. And I just said I want something small to eat. And she started naming tons of fucking things. And I'm like, I don't really want anything. Family friend. So I'm going to try to make sure this water shit is good. Just got some, put a little bit of this in there. This shit that'll melt your skin. This shit melts your skin. So yeah, I'm here about to take a fucking shower and get a bath. There's a shower right here actually. Take a shower. Walking motherfucker. Walking shit right here, so. Hopefully I'll get one of these one day for myself and I don't give a fuck about fucking tubs or tubs that look like hot tubs. This ain't a hot tub, it's a fucking regular tub. Pretty fucking big too. Like a fat motherfucker can get this shit. Like a motherfucker that's 400 pounds can fit in this fucking tub. Let me show you what it looks like. how big that shit is? What's a big ass can fit in that? I'm kidding. But someone big as fuck can fit in that shit. I'm glad I'm a small person. I'm like the person that's so small, right, that I can crawl under where like a bush area is, where the bushes are, hollow it out, and live in that motherfucker like a little hobbit and shit. And no motherfucker can know what the fuck I'm doing or where I'm at. Like, isn't it like in a movie that it opens up and the dude's like inside of it and he's like selling weed or whatever? That's just really funny. I think I'm that small. So my point is, I'm big as fuck right now. I'm actually fucking 190. I just checked my fucking weight. I couldn't believe the shit. I was 180 in jail. I gained 10 pounds. So, but it's got to be hot because by the time it fills up, the water and the temperature, room temperature, you got to factor that in. But the vet, dude, let me tell you about this vet again. The vet was complaining about not getting something. So my point is, I was like, yo, and then I mentioned something to the person. He's probably post-match stress disorder. He's just going into places asking, do they have something? And then he went on to this. He said, these greedy Christians, he mentioned it or something with their money or whatever the fuck he was saying. I was like, I plan on being rich too one day, man. Because like he said, he's talking to one person, trying to talk to me and trying to talk to another person at once. He don't really talk to no one. He's just going somewhere to see, hey, what's up? Is that near Riley? I'm from North Carolina, but never heard of it. You never heard of Elizabeth City? Everybody from North Carolina knows what Elizabeth City is. It only makes sense. You motherfuckers in Virginia know what Elizabeth City is. And Nag's Head and stuff like that. So I'm in North Carolina and shit, chilling. Everything's going good with me, guys. Everything's going good. Everything's perfect. Everything's going smooth. I might help the person clean some while I'm here, and then she's gonna have to pay me because I'm not gonna do much work. I'm already tired. You know what I mean? It's also in GTA trilogy, Mortal Kombat trilogy. That's my thoughts. That's what I think of when you say that. There's only one trilogy, Mortal Kombat trilogy. That's it. If you see the word here, the word trilogy, you automatically think rapper trilogy or Mortal Kombat trilogy. You never think about like a trilogy, like it's a three series type thing. That's what I wonder what I call it Mortal Kombat trilogy when it's technically the fourth game, the game after the third game. But what they did was they put three games in it. Bathtub, when a back rub, your whack pub, get my stacks up. And matter of fact, what? Okay, I'm gonna rap. No, I'm not rapping no fucking rap. That's freestyle. I want to do a quick freestyle rap. The second is worse, I don't get too hot. This shit's on fucking full blast. H. This shit's on H. Nah, I just don't randomly play the Lord's Prayer fucking anytime. Shit. I'm trying to learn fucking ancient Hebrew. I'm gonna explain that shit numerous times. Why? Because it's lame, I guess. And I'm really not into fucking really wanting to learn languages right now. Even though I should. Anybody that said like I said, I'm up to learning what words are in Hebrew. I already can identify the words and almost pronounce them. I just gotta learn how to do the vowels, which are like these little tittles, and they go under the letter. Hebrew has only consonants. There is no vowels. You have to guess the consonants. That's why they can't read Hebrew. I didn't know if y'all knew that or not. And then the vowels were added over time. I didn't know if y'all knew that or not. It's all consonants. And you have to guess the vowels. There's some crazy logic like that to it. And I read that somewhere, and it's got like that weird wolf to it. What's up, Rich Boy? I'm here in Elizabeth City for a night. I'm going back home probably tomorrow morning. And trying to get in the tub. Just cleaning and shit. I mean, I had a room, I had to get some stuff off the bed and stuff, so I'm doing good. Like I said, the angry vet, he was just some motherfucker that wanted to go around saying shit. For all of you that just came in, I mentioned that earlier. And I mentioned to him, like I said, he said these Christians are greedy and shit. You can't offer me a free cup of coffee. He's making this point about all the different places he went to. And I think that when he was going to places that they not offer him something they should, he says something really fucked up about being a military soldier. So my point is, I was like, I'm being rich too, and I was fucking, because he said Christians are greedy. I was like, I'm being rich too, man. I mean, I guess I'm done a lot of shit from there. I was just being funny because it's not bad to have money just because someone don't want to fucking give it to you. That's my philosophy. It took me a long time to really understand that. I probably understood that before, but a lot of different opinions and things people tell me about, it's incorrect. So I gotta refocus on where I understand something, which is true. I do have a lot of people that try to say something to me. So. Just ready to take a shot, fucking bath, man, that's all. I don't know, man. I don't really know what we're doing on one of those videos. I gotta get my life straight first. That's the first thing, you know what I mean? And I'll get there. Over time and shit. Like Ken Masters from Street Fighter. Reviews from Japan. They don't really give a fuck. It's like this. This is how life works. Money's nothing, right? You need money to survive. That's your passport to life. Have money. Of course, I try to go Social Security route because I have a disability. It's everybody I know my entire life identifies with it, and that being the truth. It's like this. Social Security is less real than people that actually have disabilities. Meaning, it's a reality and it's a real thing that people are fucking physically fucked up and mentally fucked up. There's no way outside of that. Social Security is a fabricated place that gives you money to a fabricated government. It's not tangible. Does that make sense? And anybody research Socrates and fucking certain philosophers and fucking other dude's name, I can't remember his name. They got a way of classifying things. It's logical, shit that makes logical sense. Like natural fires and indirect fires and all this other, there's like a fucking some stipulation to it. Hacking into crypto wallets? No, I don't hack crypto wallets. I need to learn how to crypto jack. If I have a couple $1,000s one day, and I was with a hacker, and I explained to him what I need done, I kind of know how to do it. I just can't, what I need programmed and done on the other end of it, I gotta understand. I got a nerd friend. He's really cool. He raps. He's got autism. He's got Asperger's. And he's a really smart, cool guy. But people take advantage of him like that. Because he expresses stuff a lot. He explained that. He said that, he told me this too. He said people don't like you or disagree with you or don't understand what the fuck you're talking about because the way you talk, people don't want to comprehend what the fuck or think about what you're saying. You took that on, you told me this myself, in a direct way to let me understand something. It's not that I'm fucking stupid or someone dislikes me. Some people don't want to take the time to even think. I was like, are you fucking serious? And I really look back at life, motherfuckers don't even want to think. I told one chick, she told me to use different words. What the fuck? How do I get here in life to where I'm talking a certain way if people can't understand what I'm saying? If I'm using words, but they're the words you know, and arrange them in a sentence a certain way, but I'm not using anything outside your context, but you can't understand my sentence structure. I'm mind blown with that. I never knew all. I thought that when I got on the internet back in 1997, and I've been on the internet for 22 years, right? I've been on Blogger for 7 years. But that doesn't count because I still got books I read, listen to music. When I got out, I upgraded and learned all the shit I didn't know beforehand, so it's like I never lost track of the internet. That I thought the goal was to learn as much shit as possible, right? And express as much as you can to people. And I guess that's why I ended up being like an entertainer, because I was always into making people laugh, talking good, learning more for myself. I don't want to go to school again. I mean, I may have mentioned that a couple times. I want to go to school again, man. Every time I get approved for fucking financial aid, they give it to me. And then I go to sign the paperwork twice, one in 2009 and one in 2016. I just trying to get different momentum going. And when I finally get where I need to go, I'll go to school, if that makes sense. I want to learn something. I think about learning welding, but that shit's dangerous as fuck. And I'm also I'm also that person to fight a fear and go do it. But I also don't want to do some shit because I'm also that person who fuck up. And I'm fucking electric arc welding. I blow my fucking entire body explodes and fucking. It's like Home Alone 2 and the motherfucker being electrocuted. If you don't do that shit correctly and you fuck up, you're fucked. Just like doing any other work. And you make a mistake or something, you can't make a mistake with that shit. Because they make good money welders. But then again, I don't fucking really feel like playing welding. Tulsa Welding School in Houston. Why would Houston, Texas? I thought Tulsa's in Oklahoma, or that must be a universal name. There's some names, like there's a Charlottesville and a Charlotte, North Carolina, or a Charlottesville, Virginia. That's like the thing word Charlotte. Like how people use the word lit all the time. Just because you use the word lit all the time doesn't mean the shit's lit. You're just overusing a word. It's a trending word. Everything ain't fucking lit. I'll tell you this, I was a chick in Iowa, right? On the internet. And she said lit at everything I said. Which I guess whatever the fuck I was saying was lit. But yo, I told her she was fucking lame because she said lit for the 5th time. Yo, say something fucking else. There's no engaging your conversation at that point. You're just repeating your fucking self and it's lame as fuck. Maybe I just don't understand what fucking people are because I never hung out with that fucking people. I don't fucking know. People are okay, but it ain't about fucking, it's about doing in life, right? It ain't about just watching entertainment and replicating someone. That's what I also notice in life. That's why I'm my own person. If I replicate someone, I'll steal what it is I got, change it to something that's me, and you won't even know it. I took it from somewhere there. Something like that with personalities, right? Like all the cool people I met in life, I try to be every one of those people. Newest in Houston, oldest in Tulsa. That's cool. Bathtub shit's getting good. Get what I mean? So I'm about to go over here to my fucking master bedroom shit tonight. If someone comes in and talk to me, I have to pause it, right? Because I fucking, like I said, I'm here kind of helping someone and they're kind of lonely, so I kind of come chill. That makes sense. So I got Blizzle. My Nizzle. Anything good? I guess. A little bit of cherry. Not much. But I don't know what the fuck it's in. Somewhere roll this fucking blunt. So, just doing some extracurricular shit, which is all the same shit I do anywhere. That's one thing I noticed I want to tell y'all. Like this person, it's a big house, right? It's kind of big, right? And there's a lot of relevant shit here. You don't need to run all this shit and just waste all your money running all this shit and all these different rooms and have all this shit. You need one room and that's it. You don't need nothing else. You know what I mean? And you need a kitchen, a room, and your bathroom. That's it. That's what I mean by one room. You don't need fucking 6 rooms and fucking infinite amount of different things. You can make money and get through life without all this shit. Like, what the fuck is any of this shit for? Like a little fucking vacuum robot shit. I'll kick that shit. You know what I mean? Get that fucking shit. I'll sweep myself. You know what I mean? The robot's taking over everyone. They are. I mean, they're not taking over. They're going to assist humanity. I still think it's fucking crazy that they say that it's supposedly an AI robot. It speaks on its own, and it's saying it's going to take over the world. Really, it's a video. Look it up. It's a video. Robot says it's Sophie and another robot, and they're talking to each other. Another dude comes in and says something. He's like, "I will take over the world." And man, computer. If AI, let me tell you, listen to this shit. If AI comes smart enough, because it learns, it could control the internet. And then the government, I must say this before it even happens too, AI is turning on us and they can say that they don't control it and maybe AI is not even a thing. What if AI is not even a thing, right? And they're saying it's something and then when they want to shut shit down, they say AI did it. That's nuts. I mean, we don't even know the truth, ever. You got to be basically a computer programmer to know that shit. And I'm not even on that fucking level to know that shit. Other than how? How the fuck's that shit possible? Then I kind of look at it like this. God, we created an image of God, right? We're on the physical level. And then we're kind of like God because we created the robots out of matter and shit. And then they're like becoming like a mini God like us. And then we got to try to give it its own fucking, its understanding and shit. Does that make sense? Like, yeah, that shit like blows my mind for some reason. You know what I mean? On that fucking level, it's like bridging. God created us. We're an image of God, and we created AI robots. So it's supposed to learn itself. So at that level, would the AI think we're God? Right? Yeah, that's nuts. That's fucking crazy. So I couldn't work as a computer coder because Computer coding sucks as work. I think there's a spacer heater right here next to me. Oh, you think it's a robot I'm talking to or some shit? Y'all think it's some fucking robot like R2D2 or some shit? I'll fuck this robot up. I'm kidding, it's not a robot. It's some fucking spacer heater. See, y'all tripping already and shit, yo, for real. So I'm pointing to try to roll a fucking blunt and talk to y'all still. So I'm hopping in the fucking tub, clothes on, so I can smoke a blunt and chill in the tub and talk to y'all. But is that a rule with that on YouTube? Like, I cannot be in a tub clothed? Like, is that a rule? Actually, I've seen someone actually in a fucking their own little swimming pool in their fucking living room once. So that's not really like a one of them small fucking living room. What is it? A fucking portable hot tub thing? So I guess it is kind of legal to fucking hop in a fucking tub and shit. So, oh shit, let me get a fucking blunt wrap. I fucking suck. I'm not even prepared. I got prepared and I'm not even prepared. So now I gotta smoke out of the pipe. Smoking weed. Unless this lady doesn't want me to smoke weed. And I'm like, this shit's dumb. Probably like, yo, I'm not coming back. Like to keep her company or whatever. Family friend who needs assistance doing some stuff. So I was like, hey, I'll come hang out for a night. Why not? But Elizabeth City. Are you also a person from North Carolina that has never heard of Elizabeth City? Because earlier in the chat, someone's from North Carolina and never heard of Elizabeth City. That's like someone telling me a city in Virginia, and I'm like, yeah, it's in Virginia. And it also could be here in another state, and I named the state or whatever I thought. Shit like that. I never heard of Gastonia, though. I think I have heard of it. I just couldn't. I just don't. I'm not placing it as a remembrance thing, but I think I have seen that name before. Why? Because you know how you go through like states and you get their cities and you eventually see the cities from states and shit on the internet somewhere through doing something like that. That's why I've seen it. Right next to Charlotte. So I only got a fucking blunt wrap. Hacking. Oh yeah, Rich Boy, you still in here? So hacking crypto wallets. I want to do that. It's not a thing I do. Be no purpose of hacking a crypto wallet. Crypto jacking is where the money is because you're not hacking someone's crypto wallet, right? Listen, I know you got 11 motherfuckers in here. Crypto jacking. It's easy. Stealth mining bot. Stealth mining bot crypto. Stealth mining bot crypto computer run mining software blockchain. Blockchain crypto 10,000 computers. 20,000 computers. Hacker. Kali Linux. Kali Linux program. IP addresses, stealth program on computer. Use CPU, other people's GPU, CPU speed to mine crypto in a mining block. Enter your address in a little text thing configuration so it goes to your wallet. You're a millionaire now. Oh fuck. So what if I'm saving up my money, right, to make an escape, right, for everything, right, and I'm gonna meet a hacker or I got a friend hacker like I was telling you about, and we're gonna crypto jack. Not even hack people with wallets. We're going to get it to where all the crypto goes to us through crypto jacking and mining on people's CPU and GPUs. If you don't understand what that means, then I'm sorry, I didn't go into another explanation, and you won't even understand that. But there's a way to hack people's computers and use them to get the cryptocurrency from the cryptocurrency that's in a major blockchain. That's the best way I can explain it in layman terms, but you're still not going to understand it if you don't understand it. So, two people left. Fuck. Hey, they're already on a mission to do that. That's cool. So, yeah, I was telling you about fucking crypto jacking and shit, and there ain't no. it's got to be a one-man mission because no one's going to alliance with you and not tell. It's just the world doesn't work that way. Everybody, that's another thing I was misled in life. People don't want to tell the truth because they're scared of a truth unfolding. There's only so many truthful people in the world. That's why there's so much dishonesty in the world. And honestly, to tell you the truth, after the past 20, 25 years, I've noticed there's a big difference in honesty with people. It's fucking scrambled. People now worry about what's on the internet in relationships when that was never a thing. As a matter of fact, the adults back then that were when I was 15, 16 years old, the adults that were 21 to 35 years old, you're fucking a dickheaded nerd for being on the internet. That's what they said. And that's why I got away from the internet a long time ago. And this little fuck explanation shit I was telling you about. My point is, where are the people at that still govern that? And then I realized where they were. They're on the internet too. So are they hypocrites? Right? They don't work like that. So they got to apologize to me. That's like me going to someone that plays baseball, right? Telling they're a fucking dickhead. They're never going to be known in baseball and they're a major league fucking baseball player one day. That's exactly the same thing. That's what kind of logic get out of it. So no, I don't got a fucking blunt wrap in the world of Blizzle. And don't got anything but fucking couldn't find my motherfucking lighter. It's nothing. I think I brought like 2 lighters. And let me know what fucking the lighter is. But then the next store is fucking supposedly 30 minutes from here or hour walk. Like, what the fuck? That's cool. A lot of motherfuckers from North Carolina. That's cool and shit. North Carolina around shit. Fuck VA for a day. You know what I mean? Fuck VA. Fuck that 2 up, 2 down shit. North Carolina right now. What's North Carolina sign? Is it like NC or some shit? Like Wicked Clown or something? No I'm kidding. Wicked Clowns, ICP and shit. I'm trying to go to one of their last concerts, even though I don't really give a fuck about the fucking music for real. How do I go to that concert? I'll probably talk to a chick, some random fucking female. I don't know. So fucking just like, but Juggalo chicks are fucking weird, also, dude. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like, okay, you could be cool with me, but we could shut the fuck up about ICP for a second. It's like that. Like, you don't have your own personality outside of ICP. Like, be you. That's what a Juggalo was. So that, some of the original shit with being a Juggalo is different. You got to be you, not some other Juggalo. That's what I got out of it. I don't know if that's true for every other Juggalo. That's why I say, what is a Juggalo? There's no definition. But yeah, Jenks the shit has not affiliated, has nothing to do. It starts with a J, has nothing to do with fucking Juggalos. I thought that before. It's not nothing to do with Juggalos, nothing to do with Jinko. Even though it kind of like goes hand in hand. The terminology, like Jenks, did you see my logo? Hey. So I got another logo shit. It's like this one that I got to get computerized and pay for. Vectorized and put on the fucking internet. I don't even know what fucking lead pipe is. So I've seen my dad. He's asking me a million questions as I was leaving. A little busy right now. He wanted some seeds. I don't got no seeds. I wonder if she said something about me smoking weed. She never said nothing like that. Smoke weed in the house. She's like, I don't care about nothing to the weed. Oh, the person. Remember how I told y'all there was the person about the interview I couldn't do? That's who this lady is. That's the lady. Weird. I'm not gonna mention what it was because I don't really want to mention that shit because it's either confusing it or there's like fuck conspiracy behind it, and I don't want to discuss that. But that's the lady. If that makes sense. But just because you meet someone and something happened, it doesn't There's no relation there. I think I'd be in federal prison right now or fucking be dead. Like someone turn on America like fucking what's his name? Edward Snowden. America wants to cut his balls off, basically. Literally, on a little note. They probably, if they got to hold him, they'll cut his nuts off. I mean, they'll castrate that dude's nuts and set him in a fucking cell and laugh at him. I mean, I'm telling you, it is not. He says, I've read somewhere that he motherfucker knows if he comes back to America, he's dead. Like, yo, you don't. And that's the thing about America. It's not owned by any one person. It's everybody owns it. Yeah, there's leaders and people doing shit, but everybody contributes to the whole. And that's the cool thing about being a fucking American in reality. To choose any reality or life unfolding in a certain way and whatever default shit, I think you guess is big. This goes with the Big Bang thing of it being fucking a random possibility of happening. Fuck, America's a cool fucking thing to randomly fucking happen to the universe. How about that? Fucking America. I like that one song with Pitbull, America. How'd that shit go? It's like America, land of the free, America. Something Pitbull, I think. I think it's Nas featuring Pitbull when it came out in 2005. I got a straight hitter because it hits better. Like bowls and shit are like it doesn't suck the weed in and create the give you the weed smoke really quick. It doesn't it like the different weed pipes. If you find a weed pipe that hits good, you know it hits good and it'll always hit good. It never hit bad. Like other weed pipes get clogged and shit. If it's just straightforward like this, pay $6 for this actually. I couldn't believe it cost this fucking money. Usually these motherfuckers another fucking store sells for $15, $20. Or motherfuckers smoke straight up crack in that shit. Hey. In North Carolina. I'm kidding. This is a joke. Crack jokes. My dad did a lot of crack. I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but dad did a lot of crack as I grew up. I always wondered why he had a fucking sour looking face and shit when I was a kid. Shelly, yo, I'm crack. Like, yo, this is nuts. I didn't even know that as a kid and shit, but he had moderation as a parent. I couldn't, like, I watched Beavis and Butthead one day. Helping out a family. I got a family friend that is lonely, I guess. Just wants someone to hang out with and someone to be here. And I'm gonna help her move some shit because she's old. So that's why I'm here. And I'm here talking about how my dad fucking used to do hard drugs and shit. And I'm just like, he was a good fucking parent, dude. He got me the Super Nintendo and like when it came out, like 91 when it came out, when Super Mario came out. He bought the Super Nintendo that had Super Mario in it, and I took it out of the box, man. As a kid, first learning what life is, it was the fucking coolest shit I've ever seen to do. And then my mom stole a fucking bunch of fucking back when Blockbuster, who remembers Blockbuster in the early 90s, and they had the game behind the box. You could open up and take the motherfucker if you wanted, but of course there's cameras and mirrors and shit and all those shit. My mom used to silly Debo a lot of that shit. Somehow she had all these video games one day, right? I think I told this story already. And fucking, yo, she fucking, I don't know, it was a good memories. I like thinking about that shit. So my dad would always take me to fucking Blockbuster as a kid. And when you tell me that shit, it made me excited. Like, beyond fucking anything. So Blockbuster's cool. There's only one more Blockbuster left. It's in one of those fucking other states, Wisconsin or Missouri or something. I don't know where it's located. I'm really fucking high right now. That's why I guess I'm talking about fucking good memories. Well, my dad was a really fucking cool person, and he did a lot of drugs, and it kind of like, I guess it messed him up over time, to be real with you. And he was still a good fucking person. He just a wild guy still, man. He really is. Like he's shouting at me, trying to get some money from me, and want some seeds and whatnot. Weed seeds are legal. I was like, I don't got no man. I gotta go. It's like I'll be back. Of course, he lives somewhere else. Blue Dream, you mean? So it's like my dad's like a drug vet, and I don't think I could ever touch him on that level. I'll probably die if I did the amount of drugs he did because I'm a health freak or whatever, and I've always smoked weed. First time I smoked weed with my dad, it was a different experience. It was cool, actually, in a way. Not cool like in Half Baked, how the dad was smoking weed and his son was smoking weed in the other room when he was thinking about smoking weed with his son. Remember that part of the movie? I think about that sometimes. And it was cool smoking weed with him and shit. Growing up, I remember like when I was like 18 or 17 or some shit, I smoked weed with him. And for my 18th birthday, he gave me fucking a joint to smoke weed. But at that point, I wasn't smoking weed. Like I didn't smoke weed for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks at that point, and I got super fucking high. Everybody knows what it's like fucking that smokes weed that doesn't smoke weed, and then they smoke weed sometimes, like once a week or something, and they finally get their hands on some weed and they're a really productive person. Those people get insanely high to where when they wake up and try to get through life, then they're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get high again." This is the way weed works, man. And weed ain't even addicting. It's the fact you need it in your body after you start taking it. And I think that's the way it is with all drugs. I think when people consume weed so much, your body, your tissues die, and people smoke weed for so long that they forget how to go back to not being high again. And this is another thing I explained to me when I was in the mental home in 2010, before I robbed 7-Eleven in 2010. When I did the same sentence I did when I fucking met death, was that, fuck, I'm so fucking, I'm trying to forget what the fuck I'm explaining, man. I thought that shit was still running. I bet, fuck, I would have had to fucking, that would have been bad. So I'm here chilling and shit in North Carolina, like I said. And my dad was a fucking cool person, man, regardless of fucking what he did. That's the cool thing that he did. He's probably the most, not gonna say unsuccessful parent that did success. He was an example of a person that didn't let himself fall further than what it was, even though people may have seemed that it was farther than what it was. Because some parents don't ever get their kids back. I was only in foster care because my mom left my dad, and it was only a temporary thing. If that makes any sense. Like I've seen a lot of fucking chicks saw their baby mom, left her dude, and then a lot of stuff and there was like a lot of people misunderstood what occurred. I told this story to y'all. You know, fucking this little girl when I was lived in fucking trailer park when I was a kid, like when I was like 6, 7 years old, 8 or something like that. 7, 8. She said, "Hey, let's go play in the woods at trailer park." Y'all check that video out. And the video is called. I did a few months back, so if y'all do it in order and go down, I think it's First Cops Called when I was 7, bitch, something like that. But that video, I explained how the kid fucking took me to fucking get the spray cans. And I really like hanging out with this mixed kid that lived next door, right? He had Sega Genesis. His mom seemed cool. Fucking my mom was cool with her mom. And I had a very vague memory. And a kid, he had a top bunk. We sat on top bunk playing. That's the thing about playing video games with different kids. It's a different weird experience sometimes as being a kid going to play video games with other kids. Like here's another weird thing. When I was when I was younger, my mom was married to my dad. Right, they were married. I was in wedlock and whatnot. For people that are Christians, they were Christians. I was a Christian kid, I guess you want to call that. I was baptized by foster parents. That fuck. What else to explain, man? I don't know. I was already forget what the fuck I'm saying, dude. I just smoke weed all fucking day. I was just a little bit earlier. Just got some tree. I'm fucking really high right now. So, my fucking dad and mom. What was I going to explain? I'm trying to figure out what I was going to explain. What's up, JC? L Train. Like I said, L Train reminds me of that line that fucking dude says from Florida, fucking Jimmy King, Jamel King, the groceries. Groceries done bit better ass Publix. Publix is a fucking grocery store. The way that dude delivered that track, I'm an original rapper, right? And that's the thing about rapping. There'll be another rap style that come out in the future. Oh, here's another thing I wanted to mention. Y'all see those one rappers that sound like they're mentally retarded, even though they're not. I'm gonna mention this to make a point. They're rapping, but they're really not saying. It's really mumbling. There's mumble rap to where it's like, I go to the fucking club. I hit you on the fucking club. You kind of hear it in their voice, but these dudes are not saying nothing. They're literally just saying words that are kind of sound like vowel. They're running vowels, kind of. On a real note, I hate to say this, that's their own art in rap music. And that they're the only ones to do it, and they'll always be the only ones to do it, and you cannot do it after that. Sorry, you had your chance to choose it. Those two dudes that fucking act, they got tattoos and shit, and their hair looks fucking like the fucking dude from Simpsons. They're the only ones to do it, and they'll always be the famous people that only ones that don't rap, but only rhyme vowels and don't make fucking sense with their rap. There's only two dudes that do it, and they'll always be the only ones that do it until someone kind of changes that. And you can't get outside of it. They're the only ones to do it, and that's an art to it. You can't take it outside of that. Like the one African dude who's rhyming fucking onomatopoeia words. In a way, he's kind of like he's saying he's the best rapper, but at the same time, he's not. If that makes any sense. If you understood what I'm trying to explain, you would understand it. You're like, yeah, that really makes fucking sense. But those dudes are their own art, and that's how they like expressing themselves. And at a level that no one does. But I don't really honestly understand it. Maybe that's just the way they want to rhyme and rap. When I first started wanting to rap, that's the way you kind of really don't want to rap at all. So that's probably what they're doing. They just want to say sounds. Like supposedly aliens, I read this in a book, that aliens communicate by tone in some fucking book I read, Journey to Planet Serpo. They supposedly fucking maybe they're aliens. They're communicating by tone or some shit, man. I don't know the people's name that I'm referring to. The two guys' name I heard before, but I gotta look them up. They look fucking crazy as fuck. I mean, they look like normal dudes. They just got tattoos all over their body. Their fucking hair's fucking like in dreads and shit or whatever the fuck. And then they're like they're not making sense. Nothing they're saying. It's just fucking people try to say they're worrisome or they're fucking they're too much. It's an art. That art form, they own. There's rappers that were whack, and it don't make sense that completely fucking whack rappers, but they're doing their own form of art and rap and sound or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and that's their art to it, and they own it. You got to do it first in order to be the only one to do it. In that way. Does that make sense? Because some people say that when I rap, I'm fucking like Eminem. Max the Demon, that's the one I'll tell you about, y'all. Max the Demon is the next best rapper that is not referred to Eminem. Meaning, his rap style and him being white, you can't refer to him as Eminem because he's his own rap style. He's the only rapper to get that far. And if you look up how he does his raps, it's like trap rap and Eminem rap. And it's punchlines. That's the next Eminem without saying he's the next Eminem. That's my point. You can't keep relating some white rapper. And the way the person worded it on the internet, he's the next best white boy rapper, and we're not referring to Eminem here as the next. Does that make sense? Like Eminem is now expired to where this dude's going with rap, and maybe he get fucking bigger. I would like to meet fucking Max Demon one day and shit. I'd size his ass up though. That's what I would do. I have a thing with doing that with fucking reality. But is he really gangsters what he seems in his rap music, man? I think he is, dude. He throwing all them Crip signs and fucking doing Crip handshakes and shit. Yeah, I can do Crip handshake and shit. But then they start asking all these fucking crazy questions and shit and fucking. I've researched that shit before. It's like a secret society. So these secret societies got questions and answers. And then I started thinking it's not even about questions and answers. There's no secret to it. They're trying to make you believe something and they want you to believe it because it's a cult type thing. That's my real true opinion on it. And so it's like questions and answers. You got to memorize the shit. If you don't know it, you're penalized, or you get shot or hurt or jumped or some fucking crazy shit like that. Because honestly, no one's ever explained gang shit to me. Over time, I've just asked small questions here and there, and I'm like, I don't really understand it. Hey man. So every time I talk to someone about gang shit, I say one question like I don't know it. They'll say it. They'll explain it to me. Grind time. Is spoken word the style you're referring to, like the pure old school style, the ideological possession? I don't really know, but rap music, it's okay. I like Euro dance music and bubblegum dance pop music and electronica. Why I like bubblegum dance music? Because the way the way the people are positive in the music, they're like in heavenly bliss. And literally, like the way I hear the music when I was younger and never knew it was a music until the kids at school were trying to tell me to listen to rap and hip hop. It's like this. If I ever listen to rap and hip hop, I feel like a negative, bad person. And when I listen to fucking good, positive music, it brings positivity. There's no way around that. Like I've explained that many times in many videos due to my fucking crazy explanations. No, not from here, but this lady from North Carolina may make me some food later, or I'll make some myself if that counts. But no, I'm not. I don't think I'm going anywhere. I'm heading back home probably tomorrow, um, early. The fuck about the show. I don't want to be here. Y'all think it's all some special shit. I want to go back to the lair. How about that? The bat lair. I got a button I press to go down a fucking thing like Batman and shit. How about that? Fuck a secret car. No kidding. I wish. I'll do that one day. I want to have a secret layer though. That's just too much dumb shit. I was explaining on early in the video. There's too much shit. You don't need all this shit. You just need like your laptop, your cell phone, a bed to sleep in, somewhere to piss and shit, and shower. That's it. You don't need nothing else. You don't need all this crazy shit. Oh yeah, and thing to regulate your temperature. And then I'm gonna start going into a million other things you actually need. And I'm like, yeah, matter of fact, you actually need all that shit. I'm fucking stupid. But no, you really don't need all that shit, man. If you save your money, a lot of people are like struggling because motherfucker, you don't need 60 things. Like like I had a friend, my old friend Dustin, that turned on me for no reason. Remember I told you my friends turned on me because of the chick? Like that was the friend. My one friend turned on me. He thought he had to turn on me, and he wasn't even a part of it. And I threatened to kill him at the. That was like, you probably can't press charges on me. I threatened to kill him at the fucking store before I got locked up, and I didn't get charges for that. And then I beat up the black kid because the black kid was recording me, and he's fucking stupid. He was stupid as fuck, and uh, of course that me and him, it's not like that anymore, But I threatened him because he was like, and I'm speaking this on my own, like free will. It's like he was annoying, so I threatened him. I don't really hate the guy or nothing. I'm never gonna hurt the guy, but he said something to me, I said something to him. Simple as that. And I kept it like that. That's what people don't understand. I went up to the store and act like he was like, because I was threatening the guy. Act like he was trying to come at me. I can't say the most serious shit to someone in a store that works there to a worker, right? And then me not act like he's coming to me because he walked up to me and I said some crazy shit to him. Like people really, people psych, they can't take certain stuff and it makes them go insane. Like you know what I mean? So I also did it where, hey, he's gonna hurt me. Like dude trying to grab my ass, man. He was fucking shit's crazy, and I'm fucking really saying this shit in the store. So now everybody thinks that I'm acting crazy because of him. When in reality, I said something, so if the cops come, I'm trespassing, I'm just causing a disturbance. And that's actually what they thought. So there can't be they say I said that then, even if I'm saying it on this video. Because the reality construct there, they didn't get the reality construct there before I did. But I got it there first. They were trying to get it there, but I got it there first and created it. Then with all that, dude, you have no idea how much this logic shit in reality I fucking think of. So basically, I set all these barriers up to so many different layers that if you went to court, it'd be like, that's not what happened. This is actually what happened. Does that make sense? Because I chose to have these things happen. Like I don't see why people can't fucking understand about that. Like man, as long as you make it a reality, you can talk it into truth. You can it's truth at that point. In fucking a crazy way. But my mom and dad took care of me. I'll get back to top of that. Mom and dad took care of me and shit growing up. My dad, like I say, got me Super Nintendo. Fuck, coolest shit ever. I remember getting Yoshi for the first time. Getting Yoshi for the first time is similar to playing Sonic the Hedgehog the first time. Getting on Yoshi and playing Sonic the Hedgehog the first time is like seeing Goku go Super Saiyan for the first time and seeing Super Saiyans and Dragon Ball Z and not ever seeing it. Jumping on Yoshi and landing on Yoshi is just as cool as Michael Jordan. You get what I mean? I don't give a fuck. It's just as cool. Jumping on top of Yoshi is just as cool as Tupac saying he's smoking weed or whatever the fuck in his rap song. It's just that fucking cool, man. I don't give a fuck. And like I said, it fucking drove me insane. I done said this in the video. It drove me insane that I couldn't get Yoshi in Super Mario 64. If they just make it where You just beat the game one time, and you get Yoshi, and you play Yoshi through the whole game, and you can jump on and off them, and you get them somewhere in the level, and you can like kind of keep them or put them somewhere. Mario 64 would have been the best game ever. I don't give a fuck. And then they could have easily did that, but the programming code and they want to put Luigi in it. Supposedly Luigi was actually in the video game as a file, and people were trying to lock him and shit. And some guy probably Squeaky Box, some gamer guy, angry gamer nerd. Let me tell you about that guy. He's fucking got fucking 10 million fucking people on YouTube. That would have been me. But I didn't want to play video games anymore. I didn't want to be a computer nerd. I got to play video games. I didn't. I gave that shit up. I just didn't want to be that type of person. But the weird thing about it is, the people that knew that me then still knows me that me then. They don't know who I am now. If that makes sense. I'm always that guy that sits and plays video games, even though that don't exist anymore. I mean, I'll sit and play video game one day, but I'm not gonna really actually sit and play them like I used to. Like I like coming home from school all until fucking 3 o'clock in the morning, going to sleep, tired, still playing video games. I was playing video games till it was like I'm fucking like I don't want to stop playing, like playing Red Moon and shit. You know what I mean? Y'all need to get on redmoononline.com. I'm already 100 fucking 50. If you need help fucking creating an account, it's easy. Account password to your phone number and the fucking your mobile number in the fucking fourth box or email or whatever the fuck you want to put there. If it's only numbers, only put numbers in there for your phone number. It's the China server, which is the Korean server. It's an English server, but ain't many motherfuckers there. It was a private server for the original game that hacked 2004 is redmoonclassic.com, rmadvanced.com. Those motherfuckers need a boost. These other motherfuckers that actually owned a game marketed a game to Chinese people in Korea so they can make money off of it. And people do spend money on the game, and that's cool as fuck. I should make a Janksta video game. Since I own the name, I should make a Janksta video game, right? And in it, you can like bet money and then fight the money and then like rob real money from people in the game. That'd be like a real cool game right there, you know what I mean? What's going to be the future? Not this generation, because this generation is into social media. Like the kids being born now and 5 years ago will be VRing 15, 20 years from now, like the Get Ready Player One movie and VR and shit. So I'll go talk once again. I want to talk from the topic of my dad. I'm not jumping around. I already made that point too. But yeah, some parents don't get their fucking kids back, man, and they don't try enough. If that makes sense. Because I see a lot of females on the internet. Not many guys, because usually there's a guy, if he's a single dad, he does take care of his kids. Unless he's a drug addict, he don't give a fuck, and he has some chick. Usually he already has his female with him, and they don't give a fuck about really getting their kid back. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It doesn't take you a long time to get your kid back. You can get your kid back in a year or two. If you got shit, if you don't have what they say when those people come to your house, they're not going to give you your kids back. Most people don't have to. So my point is, I remember seeing this shit, just hearing it, talking, when people explain it to me, and then what people told me over time, and then what I know and what's real. So yeah, you get, and then you get to visit your parents at one point. That's fucking crazy. Like that was a very sad thing growing up and seeing my dad and being in foster care, and see him after fucking like a year. I'm not seeing him being a kid. That's really fucking mindfuck. Then I started to feel like, what's it like not have your parents? Like I want to know what to do. I'd be lost in the world. And that's why I believe some people really don't have the same opportunities as other people. Because some people, they're missing a part of the structure of their mind due to other people having something, if that makes sense. And a lot of people forget that you got to go out there and get it for yourself, you know? You got to do good for yourself in order to make it in this world. Um, but I was gonna get in this fucking tub, man, but fucking I was gonna smoke a blunt and get in the fucking tub, but not anymore. I don't have uh fucking blunt. Whoa. I'm fucking high. Fucking high shit. Smoking that blue. Blue? What do you mean blue? What's blue mean? No, I don't smoke blue. If that's the terminology, fuck crack. I was kidding. I don't fucking do crack, man. Like, don't do hard drugs. It's just something that's fucking. Once again, it's like this. Remember how I was telling you my religion and what I believe in is kind of really important to me. But in recent times, I want to put my religion behind me and do something completely different with my life. Go back to be a Luciferian. I'm kidding. I don't believe in that shit. I studied a lot of that shit thoroughly. It's fucking. It's a whole nother fucking world of fucking stuff. That's the weird thing about it. I want to tell you all this. As a non-Christian, not believing in Jesus Christ is a different feeling than when I actually was believing in living the life as a Christian, believing in Jesus Christ. I know that sounds completely fucking crazy. There's something missing. I don't give a fuck if it's missing. If that makes sense. That's really fucked up to say. Like, it really is. Not in a bad way to anybody that believes in Christianity, but it's like, is something really missing, or is it just because I'm thinking it's missing because I don't believe in it anymore? I don't know, man. Maybe it's fucking just me or something. But yeah, I'm smoking on that blue. This blue fucking. This fucking crack pipe. Yeah, what if this is like a secret crack location? That's how I started talking about that earlier. Somebody my dad did crack or whatever, right? As a kid. And that's the thing about it. He still did what he did and still did what he did and got me back. So that's why I say, so how come, and he didn't have the internet then, right? People had the internet better resources, and this dude still outperformed all y'all. But yet this chick and this man, these chicks got social media and all these totally different resources and supporting people, and they're supposed to be smart, right? But they can't go to work normally and get their kids back. Why can't you? But my dad did. Why? Like what? And then I was thinking, my dad is a real adult. Those people are just kids who did drugs and don't give a fuck about really taking care of their kids. If that makes any sense. You know what I mean? I can't get rid of my dad. Unfortunately, it's impossible. Still won't leave me alone and shit. I'm over acting shit. I'm like, no, I got nothing, man. So I can tell him I can't have nothing, you know, because it's like that sometimes. So no, this I was busy. I was leaving and shit, and I would have gave him some seeds, like weed seeds. He sells them or whatever, or gives them to someone or whatever the fuck. And they hook them up with something. You can only gift them. You can't sell them technically. And if someone wants to give you something after you give them, that's totally up to them. If you ask you buying weed from anybody in Virginia, they're probably going to be like, here, man, just have to take this. Weed's starting to become more valuable, more expensive, and at the same time, not more expensive, but more of it. Like, I guess. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe it's just weed's just legal. I just think that so far. Until I can go into like Starbucks or like a coffee shop and they give me free weed and I buy a cup of coffee and I can always do that, I wouldn't care about smoking weed no more because that's just like what it should have always been. Then that's why the people that smoke weed because it was always hard to get, and then they just keep buying it and then like smoking weed. I just think the whole convenience thing of it, if that's out of the way, there wouldn't be someone actually addicted to weed. They just want to smoke weed. Just as like a social smoker. If that makes sense, like social drinking. Like I social drink, I fucking so drunk fucking like 4 weeks ago or fucking no like 2 months ago. I couldn't fucking. I started to hurt. Like yeah, like what the fuck? I don't ever drink this much. I drink so much that I don't. That's probably like the second, third, or fourth time I drank that much. I didn't mean to drink that much. Smoking that blue. Whatever the fuck that shit means. Maybe that's what I don't understand about some people's personalities and how cool people are. And that's one thing I just explained to y'all earlier. I guess it's just like I think people are supposed to be like AI, like they're supposed to do only certain things. They can't step out that boundary. It's kind of like it's like people don't respect certain things in my life, but I respect certain things in their life. But why can't it reciprocate me when I respected all those different boundaries with all other people, right? I should have always tried to holler at people's girl and talk to them and not give a fuck. Like this one dude, I'm not gonna say his name, just because someone's probably gonna tell him I said something to him. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm not known. Maybe, but dude, he's from South Norfolk, like me, and he fought this one black dude. He's a white dude. Fought a black dude. Actually, he threatened to kill me before, but he was cool with me. The dude, I was like, he was a killer and shit. And I hugged the killer at the bar. Remember that I made that video? Like, hugging killer, like, get away from me, man. You messed up the story. Go kill me again. Get it? So he fought. I seen a video on Facebook. It was about this chick, and she was like Filipino or some type of something. I don't really know what she, but she had darker skin, and she looked okay. She's not like super really good, but she was like one of the females that kind of like has her own type of look, if that makes sense. Either you think she looks ugly, you think she looks good. I think she's one of those females, which is really unique, you know. So he fought. It was about that chick because the person on the camera or someone in the distance said, "Say goodbye to the chick's name." I was about to say chick's name actually on accident, but dude, the black dude fucked him up, and his whole explanation at the end was, "Man, I've been drinking whiskey all day. Man, I've been drinking whiskey all day because his ass beat slammed or whatever, and he hit him a few times. Like, yeah, fuck that. I'm not, especially not fighting him up for being drunk as fuck about a chick." And still fucking lose, man. Like, this is a dude that fucking so they got out of the car and the other dude was gonna shoot me. And he's like, "I'll fucking kill you myself if you put me in anything." And I thought it was just white dudes, just the same thing about my mentality. I may say something, I'm not really gonna execute that shit. If it's like a threat to someone, if that makes sense, you know, just to get a point across. But that dude was gonna shoot me if no one else was there, and they were gonna trunk me. I don't know if I explained that part of the story too. And then a random cop pulled up. So that was a long time ago. That was like 10 years ago. Exactly, actually. More than 10 years. 10 years and like a few months. So I actually remember when shit happened, actually. It's like that shit was like end of May 2011. That's how good my memory is. I could narrow shit down to a day if I need to. But that would be hard to try to figure out. Then I have to figure out when and where I was and what was occurring and happening. So it's like, I guess, a week before June 2011. There's a lot of people in Virginia, like I said, that never met me, but they don't ever want to know me, and they don't have no. It's like, yes or not, they're not my friends or whatnot. But I'm telling you, there's this eerie feeling that there's an understanding that these people and anybody that they know, I can't get to know because there's something said all the time. Does that make sense? Like when I got out of jail in 2016, I needed help. Supposedly someone told this other person that was going to help me, and then the other person heard that I was supposed to be, quote, crazy, but I'm not crazy in whatever way. But that's all because of a rumor that started when I went to the mental home for the first time. I was 18 years old, which really wasn't a mental health thing. Oh yeah, here's another thing I read about, right? Anybody, it's like this. A gangster rap will be considered a mental health disorder, if that makes sense. It's negativity. Anything that's you're not expressing a positive emotion all the time, 100%, all day long, anything outside of that's a fucking mental health disability. I don't know this because I read virtually every fucking major mental health disability is. You can't think any type of way, or express any emotion that way in those mental health disabilities, or you qualify for it. What's positive mental health? Just what I just said. Positivity all the fucking time, 24 hours a day. And then the psych doctor was explaining to me, okay, that's another thing I was going to explain. There's a chemical imbalance there. So you got to keep your positivity going. Psych doctor, beginning in 2010, like I was explaining earlier. He said that when people smoke weed and they need mental health medication or different drugs, they're trying to get to this peak high point again. Not even a high. It's kind of like a high, but the endorphins or whatever the fuck, your secretion in your endocrine glands and your brain and whatnot have to make you feel a certain way because you're positivity, because you're trying to be positive and whatnot. And that's where people get stalled at with doing drugs in their mind. He was explaining that when people do Xanax, and he circled that like that, fucking on the fucking racer board. He's like, you're trying to get this high again when you can take this to get the same high. But if you keep doing this, you keep having to try to keep doing more of this for a high that you could have been down here, or if you keep and he's explaining good positive mental health, where you could be here if you just go down here and you kind of like take your meds. He was trying to explain that you can actually not take your psych meds. And I took good advice by trying to dissect what this guy was explaining, because some people in the psych world know the truth in a way, like really how it works, but they can't help that the other person's not mentally focusing to get out of that certain mind state. That's what mental health in a bundle, all wrapped up and explained. And there's really nothing else to it. Just do shit you like doing and not fucking express any negative fucking emotions, which is really fucking hard to do in a world with fucking people on social media and fucking you really don't have an opinion. Every time I leave any constructive fact on Facebook, it's always like yeah, I might be a dickhead or something and put a fact there, but you can't get mad at that. It's like it's like this. I don't see Facebook as what people think it is. It's the internet. I'll send a message to anybody I want. No one's gonna kill me. I know. No one. There's no rules to the internet. It's like AOL. Send someone a message in the chat. They respond. They don't. Oh well. They get mad. Oh well. It doesn't matter. AOL. How about that? Oh well. So I'm thinking that um, Facebook, and I feel it. They're thinking of it something it's not, but it's not. It's just a website, a message board, and this all comes down to fucking people telling me I can't. I guess PM them, IM them, DM them. It's changed over time. Directly message the person, send them a message. It's been on the internet. There's always an opportunity to send anybody a message on the internet. Nothing's changed. The only thing's changed now is that people get mad when that's the function of the internet. Those people are fucking dumb as fuck because they don't understand what the internet is. They're thinking it's like a hey, you can't walk into my house type thing because they own it. It's not. That's not the internet. The internet you don't own. The internet's everybody contributing to the same shit. It's everybody's. And that's what someone explained to me about my personal life and my friends invading my personal life. He said that Facebook's for everybody. No, the internet's for everybody. Facebook's social media for sharing media pictures and media and making comments about it. Socializing around media content. There is no rule about the internet. They just added Messenger to it where people can actually message each other. That kind of turned it into like people think they own a part of the internet when you can't really tell another person what to do on the internet. And this sort of goes into me being a hacker and fucking all stuff. One day it's going to drive me nuts. It's going to go completely insane. I'm not completely insane right now, but I'll explain it because it's going to make me go completely insane. Just going to tell me I can't DM her or some guy say something fucking stupid to me. I thought about it before, maybe screenshot people and maybe want to go back to it, but I forget about this thing. But one day I'm going to do it. I'm going to have like $1,000 extra to spend, and I'm going to pay my hacker friend, and we're going to do it together. I'll probably do a live video. I won't give a fuck about being locked up because then I get to prove my point. The person's going to come to court on me. They're going to be like, they don't own their DM. I'll hack that person off the internet and delete their life. Like you don't own the internet. Don't say I cannot do something on the internet, and then when I delete everything, you're mad. That's my point I'm trying to make, and I can do it, and it's gonna get to that point, man. Why? Because the internet's not what people think it is. But it's kind of like they're standing around the corner saying what the internet is, and it's not even what it is. And all they got to do is keep saying what it is, and they're really believing that shit. Hey, that's what surprised me about the internet. Like I said, I was on it since 1997. Like Like I thought the goal, once again, so it was an hour ago. I thought the goal was to learn as much shit as possible and express yourself as much as possible, but not on the internet. Like what the fuck? Yeah, like I guess there's I don't really do the whole fucking TikTok thing and fucking. I guess that yeah, I do YouTube or even Facebook. I try to do a Facebook video, right? When I try to do a Facebook video, it doesn't feel the same as me doing a fucking YouTube video for some reason. It's like Facebook is not that serious. Like I don't feel Facebook. It's like Facebook don't got a soul. You know what I mean? When I do YouTube, it's got a soul for me to communicate with. Facebook doesn't have a soul. Does that make sense? What up? What up? So I think about leaving this video up and whatnot, and I still gotta jump in this fucking tub because putting clothes on and jumping in the fucking bathtub sucks. I don't know if anybody's ever done that before. It's like just being soaking wet. It's just not good. If I had a blunt, I would have gotten in the tub and fucking smoked weed and fucking had the camera next to me fucking talking to y'all and shit. Guess what I'm talking still. But I finally get to fucking relax, everyone. Uh, yeah. I didn't bring any of my rap music, but I should fucking start doing some rap. So that's the other thing I'm really trying to do is start making some new raps up. Fabricating shit out of nowhere. Still got some tracks I need to finish. Oh, like that my one track, Ashtar Ishtar Lies, and it's about fucking slowly a computer matrix, right? I made up my own security clearance and fabricated my own fucking government clearance thing. You know how there's supposed to be like the Men in Black and there's like secret government or whatever. What if that the Ashtar Ishtar is like aliens from outer space and shit, right? I made this just somehow in my head, just mixing different things and terminologies together. That there's a the real secret is that the Ashtar and Ishtar is the creators of life and reality. I made this up also. The creators of the Matrix is a woman named Ashtar and a woman named Ishtar, and Ashtar is the male and Ishtar is the perfect female, and they got golden skin that changes from white to golden. So that's all the colors, right? And they got blonde hair. They got a crystal in the middle of their forehead, and they got the knowledge that, of course, they're like the creator. They're like the mother and father of human beings. They're the only two ones that were here before the Matrix or whatever, right? It's like I said, this is something I made up, and that, and then the Men in Black is not who the Men in Black are. The Men in Black are actually the Ashtar and the Ishtar, or maybe the people above the Men in Black are the Ashtar and the Ishtar, and they carry a briefcase, right? After one person masters the Matrix, and that their next plan is the next plan for someone achieving perfection, like the Ashtar and Ishtar, and like it's crazy fucking idea, dude. Like if it could be a movie, I'm telling you, man. If I could get with like a Hollywood director or something, and they just do a movie how I need to, and I like help the motherfuckers. I'm like, this is what vibe we need. This is how it needs to sound. When I say it like this and you feel it, this is where it needs to be, and then I'll explain it. I'm really good at fucking taking something and fucking elaborating completely, and I'll be able to fucking explain it. It'd be a cool fucking movie, man. Like it would be fucking like this, like a it's like a thinking something secrets in the world or something occurring. Like I just really like that fucking idea for some reason. So like I said, supposedly there's fucking it's up to, but my version of it is that they're from outer space and they have a spaceship and Ashtar Ishtar. But my rap song is called the Ashtar Ishtar Lies. It's about that concept of it. And I'm talking about how Rally's a computer matrix and they got like once you reach a certain understanding, they're the clearance you got to cross before they reset the matrix, basically. So my point is, if so many people damage the matrix, they reset those people back to their life. Does that make sense? Isn't that a crazy thing to think? That you're always you, but you go back into the same life whenever the Matrix people get you, which the Astar carrying the briefcase around. Just something I made up. That's all. It really ain't like anything real like any other conspiracy. But that sounds more scary than anything because you got these mystery people. They're from something. They're perfect beings, but at the same time they want to get rid of you. Like that fucking shit is crazy fun, man. You have no idea. Like anybody has seen any fucking show that thought of the people that think about how to tell from the crypt or anything. First time to think that shit through, man. Like the one Tales from the Crypt episode, right? And the dude had his wife or the woman that he liked dated. There's a black doctor and there's a white guy that was kind of like the doctor. They worked for like this medical thing. The woman was like black and Puerto Rican and white or something. She was like a certain type of color. Just to give you a setup where the story goes. It has nothing to do with racism or nothing. But the dude's like, they were supposed to give him a shot of insulin because it helps him, and they had another shot that's the new stuff that would fix him. His insulin, the shot that will help fix his insulin forever or for good that the other doctor was making, and then there's a supposed poison, right? And the woman accidentally gave him that poison, went to give him the insulin shot of perfection. Does that make sense? To cure him. And the doctor overreacted and was like, and the dude was like, it got it into him and it made him fucking start shaking and fucking start sweating. He's like, am I gonna die? He's like, you can't inject him with that. You just inject him with the wrong stuff. And the dude's tripping out. He's like, you're gonna die. And he's fucking really going through this fucking convulsion thing where he's gonna die. And he's still living though. He could die in like a few days. And he gets paranoid, right? They're still trying to find a cure for what just happened about him taking something now, and now he's completely fucked. And the woman had a thing against them dating or whatever, and they thought the black dude was the black doctor was really smart with glasses. He started thinking that the black doctor was trying to get rid of him, right? And the dude heard it on the thing, hey, we shouldn't have gave him a shot. I think we kind of took it too far. Maybe by my office, I have something to tell you and all this other shit, right? He hears it and he takes it as, oh, this motherfucker, they set me up. They gave me the shot on purpose, and now I'm about to fucking die in 3 or 4 days. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Now check this out. Last few people don't leave. Look, then fucking he goes and kills the motherfucker, right? Kills the black dude, the black doctor. Kills the bitch. And guess what happens? The woman shows up at the end as the cops are coming. He's like, go ahead and shoot me. He's like, I'm going to be dead in 2 or 3 days anyway. It's like, I'm already convulsing. The shot I took that they gave me is making me. And guess what happened? He wasn't going to die. The woman said that the shot they gave him was actually the shot that cured him. You don't have to worry no more, sir. Now he's about to go to jail the rest of his life. The black dude's dead. The woman. And guess what he does? He turns to the camera and goes like this. He goes and just looks slowly like, are you serious? Like, about to do the rest of his life locked up, basically. Because he thought the dude, literally, but the way you see the whole thing play out, you really think that these people inject him with something, he's about to die. If that makes sense. And he really starts to believe it. And they believe it, and the other dude believes it. But really, that's not what happened. But the dude, they wasn't really trying to set him up either. He just accidentally injected him with something, and it was actually what it was. They thought the other dude just thought it was something different during that time. It's fucking crazy fucking tell the crypt story, man. Got that blue, whatever the fuck. But yeah, this pipe. That's why I got a topic about dad and fucking the pipe. It reminds me of fucking a crack pipe for some reason. So I guess it's like this. It's kind of like a parent shouldn't. Some people go so far down, don't get their kids back, and they don't do nothing. So it's like a cool thing that someone would, like my dad, would do drugs. I mean, he used to smoke weed. I don't think he really had fucking money for crack all the fucking time. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Crack's expensive. I don't give a fuck. I mean, supposedly, like, and Dude just likes blasting and shit, man. You know what I mean? Shit's crazy. I mean, I don't think he does anymore. He's fucking getting really old, but he's like 61 now or 60 or some shit. No, he's 60 this year, actually. My dad turned 60 in December, beginning of December. Um, but that's all I really got to say, guys. Other than I'm about to go take this bath and chill. I'm gonna stay a little bit longer. I might get on live again. What up? What up? Who's in here? Someone talk to me. I better go take this bath, and I'll probably get back alive. Peace.